Hello, my name is John Mack and I am the CEO of Comtech Credit Union.
And I'm Kevin Conley, and I am the CEO of Fire Services Credit Union. We would like to speak to you today about why we think the proposed amalgamation between Comtech and Fire Services Credit Union is such a good idea.
Our histories go back a long way and in many ways are very similar to each other. In the 26 years that I've been with Comtech, I've worked with Fire Services Credit Union on industry matters dating back to the days of Jack Ryder when he was the general manager of FSCU. So we're very familiar with Fire Services Credit Union.
For the past 6 years, we have set out on a journey to improve our value proposition to our members. These improvements included the broadening of our product line, improving our service levels, training our staff, and improving our online presence. But we find ourselves now in a position where our growth is being threatened by our financial resources to keep up with the ever-increasing financial and regulatory demands of the business.
And we at Comtech are feeling that too, which is why finding ways to increase our scale and gain the benefits of the economies that come with it has become a principal driver of our strategy. With interest rates as low as they've been, growing organically is certainly important, and we are both doing that. But we cannot ignore the benefits of combining forces with the right credit union partners to enhance our profitability, which allows us to be more competitive and drive more tangible value back to our members.
And that needs to be what drives us forward as leaders of our businesses. It would be great if we could remain one with the past, but economic conditions are driving not just us, but many credit unions to work together to build a stronger credit union for the future. And that is exactly what we aim to do.
As we've gotten to know the fire services people, both boards and employees, we were struck by how similar our organizations were in history and in philosophy.
You know, it's funny because we kept looking under the hood, John, and trying to find that aha moment, where we would say that this indeed was too good to be true. But try as we might, we kept seeing the same things. A credit union built on solid ethical and business standards, with a great management team that immediately hit it off with ours. After many meetings with other credit unions to seek a fit, we knew we had found the right dynamic with Comtech.
Well, Kevin, what excites me the most is our potential. We love what Fire Services Credit Union has become, but we also know with additional resources available how greater it can become. What we have built over these past few years with our systems and our branch network can be of immediate benefit to Fire Services members.
And we will be able to move faster, John, and more effectively building our relationships with firefighters, our association partners, and of course the causes that are so important to us.
And ditto for us, as we will have an even greater opportunity to bring the most complete and competitive products and services in the industry to a much broader audience.
We will see a branch network that includes locations in Ottawa, multiple Toronto branches, Pickering, Mississauga, and even one, hopefully, in the north of Toronto, John.
Yeah, and the planning has already started for this, but awaits regulatory and member approval. When this happens, our branch deployment will hit the ground running.
John, I'm excited about this project, as I know you and your team are. Our staff is 100% behind our partnership, and we look forward to the greater opportunities that will be available to them after we become one stronger credit union.
As I've said from the beginning, neither credit union needs to do this at this point in time. But it makes so much sense that we pursue this before we're in a position where we may not have the luxury of choosing our ideal partner.
I'm confident that our members will gain exponentially by this merger. We will build something very special together. And we will continue our focus on firefighters while your folks continue their great work and growth with your expanding member base, and we really look forward to being a part of that.
Well, Kevin, we are much stronger together than we are apart. And that basis of strength is more necessary now than it ever has been at any point in our history. And we look forward to exciting years ahead.
Yes, we do. Hello, everyone, and thank you for spending the next few minutes with us as we bring you a little background on what we feel is an exciting opportunity that lays ahead of us. My name is Kevin Conley, and for the past 6 years, I've had the privilege of being the Chief Executive Officer of Fire Services Credit Union.
And I'm Michael Neely, the Chair of the Board of Fire Services Credit Union. We are here this morning at a place of historical importance for our credit union, Toronto Fire Station 345, which was our home for many years while we grew as a firefighter credit union. Some of you, in fact, remember this place as Dufferin Street or Station 14.
And you know, Mike, it only seems appropriate that this special place serves as a backdrop for our conversation today, as we provide a brief background on a very exciting project that we've been working on for the past year or so. Our history is important to all of us, and I can almost feel the presence of those special people like James Craig and Jack Ryder, who among others worked from this very hall many, many years ago, assisting firefighters and their families with their financial needs, helping them with mortgages, loans, investing their money in a safe and secure credit union.
There are so many stories that have been told at our annual general meetings, in our branches, over the phone with our employees, that connect us to the very roots of our credit union. All the way back to 1941, when 24 firefighters formed what has become a $74 million business today. It is our heritage our board of directors feels we should protect and preserve, and that is what we are here to speak to you about today.
Over the past 6 years, we've carefully and deliberately relaunched our credit union, adding new products, new technologies, and new approaches, all inspired by our vision to become the financial institution of choice for firefighters and their families wherever they live throughout Ontario. Slowly but surely, we have progressed to a point today where we're a full-service financial institution offering everything that much larger banks and credit unions do, with one important difference, and that is that we focus only on firefighters and their families.
Over the past few years, we've seen a significant consolidation of credit unions that once numbered over 800 in Ontario alone, now down to 135. The primary reason for this consolidation is the extreme level of competition in the financial services sector, but probably even more important is the persona that the industry has taken on. Effectively, a business far more associated with the price than on relationships, which was the entire mindset back when we did business from this fire hall many years ago.
You know, and another reality, Mike, is that the regulator has been encouraging smaller credit unions to seek amalgamation partners. For us, it was about acting before we were forced to act, and we feel we've found the ideal amalgamation partner. Firefighting and firefighters have changed over the years. In the day, it was common for firefighters to live very close to the fire halls that they worked at. The credit union was a basic part of a firefighter's life back in the old days of the Toronto Fire Department Employees Credit Union. As the day you joined the fire service, you joined the IAFF, but you also automatically joined the credit union. Mike, I got to tell you that those are days that we miss.
Yes, they were, but today it's not uncommon for firefighters to live several hundred kilometers from their hall. So connecting with them has become far more challenging, which requires, among other things, major investments in technology and branch presence to remain relevant. Moreover, firefighters don't automatically join our credit union, and it costs more than ever to keep our message front and center.
You know, I've been told, Mike, that firefighters are, well, let's just say frugal. Relationship with our staff, we still believe matters. But what opens the door to just about every new relationship with firefighters are great rates and low fees. And with interest rates as low as they've been and are likely to remain for years to come, we find ourselves in a position where we need more scale now, and the economies that come with that scale, in order that we manage the growth and maintain our financial position, our financial strength. And that is why we come to you today to propose a new venture as a credit union, one that ensures that we can remain focused on firefighters and their families in the years ahead.
Over the past several years, we have held a number of discussions with other credit unions about teaming up. Our board had no appetite for any potential partnership where the potential partner did not understand the importance of our objective to continue our identification and commitment to firefighters. Also, cultural fit was important as we moved forward with Comtech Credit Union. We felt we'd found the ideal fit. This after a year-long detailed process involving an amalgamation committee comprised of members from both boards of directors and management.
As both Comtech and Fire Services each discovered through this process, we are indeed much stronger together than we are apart.
So as we move forward to our annual general meeting, we feel strongly that if our members agree with our recommendation and vote in favor of the amalgamation, we can look to the future with even greater stability with our resources necessary to connect and grow our membership. Our staff will gain even greater opportunity and employment security. Our influence on the board of the new credit union will be significant, and our geographic footprint will expand in the east from Ottawa to the west in Mississauga, and our tradition of focusing on firefighters will continue. We think it's the right time and the right fit.
And with up to 6 modern locations, state-of-the-art technology, leading-edge online banking products, and an expanded team of credit union professionals, I think, Mike, that the right fit is exactly what this is.
Hello, my name is Peter Nadeau, and I'm the chairman of the board of Comtech Credit Union.
And I'm Michael Neely, chair of the Fire Services Credit Union. On behalf of the board of directors of Fire Services Credit Union, I'd like to express how excited we are to join with Comtech on the next part of our journey. If our members approve this partnership, we'll be better equipped than ever to build our presence with Ontario firefighters.
At Comtech, we have worked very hard over the past several years to become one of the most innovative credit unions in Ontario. From new branches we have opened to the major investments we have made in technology, our board believes that we are positioned to set a course that will provide tremendous value to our members. With the amalgamation we propose with Fire Services Credit Union, for a variety of reasons, we become that much stronger, capable of accelerating our presence in new markets and growing our credit union at an even faster pace than ever before.
Anytime we look at making major changes to our credit union, particularly an amalgamation or merger, we don't take it lightly. There has been significant amount of dialogue within the board over the past several years as we look to potentially partner with another credit union. This will achieve the scale we need to be competitive. From the very first encounter with Comtech, we knew there was something special that we could build on.
The common history that our credit unions share, having worked together within the industry in the past, was a fundamental element in our board's understanding of how important Fire Services Credit Union's commitment to serving firefighters across Ontario is. Frankly, we love the focus you have on serving a segment of the market that we feel has enormous potential. Add to this our strengths in building a community-focused credit union that we have become. It makes enormous sense to take the parallel courses that we were on and bring them together.
The underlying factors that brought us together to this proposed merger are respect, common vision, complementary strengths, and honesty. These factors, we have found, are hard to come by. And when you find them, it makes sense to capitalize on them and build a stronger future.
Mike, we have a lot of work to do. We will bring the combined strengths of many years of experience from both credit unions and not only better conform to regulatory requirements for governments, but will put us in a better position to offer fresh ideas and different perspectives to better represent our combined membership.
Comtech Fire Credit Union will also offer other credit unions the opportunity to join our strategic alliance, expanding our reach not just with firefighters, but into the new markets, bringing us even closer to our existing and potential new members.
Exciting times ahead. If our membership approve this merger, you have my commitment, Mike, that we will consistently support our focus on Ontario firefighters, a focus that will remain a foundational pillar of our new credit union.
Thanks, Peter, and we're looking forward to a great future.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for spending the next few minutes with us as we try to bring a little background on what we feel is a very exciting opportunity ahead of us. My name is John Mack, and for the past 26 years, I have had the privilege of being the Chief Executive Officer of Comtech Credit Union.
And I'm Peter Nadeau, the Chairman of the Board of Comtech Credit Union. We are here this morning at our new flagship branch in downtown Toronto, which we just opened recently.
Peter, 26 years ago, I would have never imagined sitting in such a beautiful branch talking about the exciting news that we have for Comtech and for our members. When I first started at Comtech, our credit union had $27 million in assets, and today we've grown to over $270 million.
John, I agree with you. It's been a very exciting time for all of us. Over the years, we've done an incredible job of adding new products, new technologies, new branches, and new communities, all inspired by our vision to become the financial institution of choice for our members. Wherever they live throughout Ontario, slowly but surely, we have progressed to a point where we are a full-service financial institution offering everything the much larger banks and credit unions do, with one important difference. We focus on sustainable relationships with our members and their communities.
That's right, Peter. But there are changes happening in our industry today. And with that, Comtech will embrace the change. Over the past few years, we have seen significant consolidation of the credit unions that once numbered over 1,500 in Ontario alone, now down to less than 100. And the primary reason for this consolidation is the extreme competition in the financial services sector.
I couldn't agree with you more. Today we find ourselves in a position where we need more scale now, and the economies that come with it to manage the growth and to maintain our financial position, and that is why we are talking to you today, to propose a new venture as a credit union. One that ensures that we can remain focused on our members, their families, and their communities while achieving scale in the years ahead.
Well, with that in mind, Peter, over the past several years, we've held a number of discussions with other credit unions about teaming up. It's been an interesting process. And the great news is that we have in fact found an ideal fit for Comtech. After careful consideration, we are excited to tell you that Comtech is moving forward by proposing an amalgamation with Fire Services Credit Union.
We feel strongly that if our members agree with our recommendation and vote in favor of the amalgamation, we can look to the future with even greater stability.
I couldn't agree more with you, Peter. The amalgamation of Comtech with Fire Services is founded on mutually beneficial tenets. Both credit unions share a common culture, a need for scale, possess the ability to grow, and agree on the need to represent our respective members to a higher capacity. It was in this spirit that the leadership teams began discussion in 2015. Progressively, the dialogue at our board management levels revealed opportunities for both credit unions. We realized quickly that Comtech and Fire Services would be stronger together than we are apart. I think the right fit is exactly what we have, Peter.
Both Comtech and Fire Services recognize that scale is critical to be competitive in banking services. While organic growth is aiding in this process, it is necessary and essential to look for like-minded credit unions to merge with as a more realistic solution to our issues around scale.
Peter, it's with that notion that both credit unions have continued to engage in discussion within the system to look for partners. Comtech has always viewed Fire Services as a proud, unique, and well-run credit union with an intensely dedicated membership. Our credit unions have been cooperating for decades. When both of our companies were looking to achieve a better level of scale without sacrificing our identities, the discussion became a natural fit for us.
And as we finalize our discussion, we've committed to protection of our brands and also the notion that we would commit to building a better financial institution for our total membership. The amalgamation of the two credit unions achieves this. Our ability to be sustainable into the future will be heavily dependent on our ability to achieve scale. In doing this, we must ensure that we are growing to enhance member experience and profitability. The amalgamation between Comtech and Fire Services will accomplish this. We think it's the right time and the right fit.
So we have a wonderful story to tell our membership. Come out and join us for a vote on the acceptance of the amalgamation of Comtech Fire on April 14th. For more information, please go online to Comtech's website or reach out to our branches. We look forward to talking to you more as this deal progresses in the weeks ahead. So stay tuned, and thanks for taking the time to watch this video.